In the imperial harem of the Topkapi Palace of the Ottoman Empire, young women were bought and out of the blue, the most selected ones were chosen to entertain the imperial king. Sometimes women were presented as gifts before the young ruler by his relatives. Likewise, the most remembered and cherished beauty in the Ottoman history is the Ruthenian consort of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, also known as Hurrem Sultana, meaning the cheerful, happy-faced girl. It was her fate to be the Sultan's favorite. She was born quite far from the Ottoman people. She was born in 1505, an Orthodox Christian family of the Ruthenians, present-day Ukraine. Known as Roxelana, the maiden from Ruthenia, she was captured around the age of 13 by the Tatar slavers. Traveling by the sea all the way from Ukraine to Istanbul, Roxelana ended up in the slave markets of the Ottoman and was selected as the Sultan's concubine. She was an easy catch because her beauty was quite different from the rest of the women. Roxelana had a typical Slavic feature that made her very alluring. Such a large, almond-shaped and light-colored eyes, and round-shaped face, and high proportions of blonde red hair, which countless men in a foreign land consider very attractive. Being tall and talkative and taking care of herself with the finest details, she was more traditionally feminine in her manners. All these features along with a smart and pleasing attitude. There she learned Turkish, the precepts of Islam, and the amorous arts. However, the harem was very strict and the men never got an opportunity to see her through. She was constantly in competition with the chief consort of the Sultan, known as Mahidora, also known as the moon-faced girl, who was of Caucasian origin of Eastern Europe and the mother of Prince Mustafa. However, the Sultan was the most victorious one of his sultanate, and yet he had a softer side for writing poetry. He wrote it, especially the ones for Hurrem Sultana. He describes her beauty as
Celise halvetim, varım, harimi mahı tabanım, enisim, mahremim, varım, güzeller şahı sultanım, İstanbul'um, Karaman'ım, diyarı mülketi Rum'um, Bedehşan'ım ve Kıpçağım ve Bağdat'ım, Horasan'ım, saçı marım, kaşı yayım, gözü pür fitne bimarım, ölürsem boynuna kanım, medet heyna Müselmanım, kapında çünkü meddahım, seni methederim daim, yürek pürgam, gözüm pürnem, muhibbiyim hoş halim.
Roxelana bore the Sultan a son, Mehmed, which elevated her status, yet after, the rule was to remove her from the Sultan's accommodation. But defying tradition, Suleiman refused to abandon his beloved. After the birth of Prince Mehmed, she bore him one daughter, Mirima, and 3 more boys. This was something so unheard that many suspected witchcraft. Several years later, Suleiman stunned the population by marrying Roxelana, thus making her a free woman, and this was forbidden. None of the sultans before could marry their concubines. She was raised to the premier title of Haseki and was paid 2,000 aspers a day, a salary far exceeding that of many other prominent imperial royal women. While her sons by Suleiman matured and left the capital of Istanbul to govern these different provinces, Hurrem did not follow them, but remained in Istanbul. Having overturned centuries of traditions, Roxelana exerted extraordinary influence over her husband, the most powerful man in the Ottoman history. She politically influenced the harem and took over a lot of charity work. At that time, regicide and killing brothers to safeguard the throne was quite popular. The aging Suleiman feared a potential threat to his throne from his popular and strong-willed son Mustafa, while Roxelana shared an interest in safekeeping her own sons. This led to the execution of Prince Mustafa. Many blame Roxelana for this, calling her a Russian witch. Roxelana saw the passing away of her 3 sons and also lost her life due to an incurable disease. Roxelana died in 1558, a few years before one of her children with Suleiman, Selim II, succeeded his father to the throne. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please do not forget to like it, subscribe it, and of course comment on it. And let me know if there is more to it. Thank you so much. See you next time.